Hello, I'm Anthony Clarke, Anthony Lowen Clarke. I'm a Justice of the Peace and I'm a migration agent for Australia. I've been doing immigration work to Australia for people wanting to move here or to stay in Australia for over 30 years. This is through my business, Anthony L. Clarke Migration Services, and you can contact me on 0425 717 250 and at anthonyclarke2@me.com. I do all sorts of immigration cases to Australia. The specializations I like to do are partner visas, 457 temporary residence visas, parent cases, visitor visas including those complicated sponsored visitor visas, and general skilled migration. I employ nomination cases which include the 457 transition to employer nomination permanent residence and the RSMS regional skilled migration scheme visas for permanent residents in regional areas of Australia. I also do student visas and have some colleges with which I'm affiliated. Children cases, including orphan children. I've just done one of those from Africa for 3 children. Some of the refugee protection cases, particularly if the applicant is already in Australia. If they're overseas, it's almost impossible to get them through, but if they're here, there's some chance. I do skills assessment applications with Vet Assess and TRA, which is Trade Recognition Australia, and the other assessment bodies. I do appeals to the Administrative Appeals Tribunal. This used to be called the Migration Review Tribunal and the Refugee Review Tribunal, but they were amalgamated together about 2 years ago. And I do appeals to the Minister. Appeals to the Minister are particularly complicated because you've got to be able to get past the public servants and actually to the Minister. But the Minister does consider about 25% of appeals that actually reach his desk. Fees, yes, I do have to charge fees for my services. With 30 years experience, you can be assured your money is used for doing the real case. I do not take fees in advance for the work. I have a schedule of fees for each type of case, and as each part of a case is done, that is when the fee for that section is due for payment. Of course, the immigration fees themselves do have to be paid at the time of lodgement, and whenever they have extra charges to be paid. I mean, these can be quite hefty. Sometimes they're not too bad, but you know, when you're talking $6,800 odd for a marriage case, you can tell the cases are quite expensive to do. If you cannot pay all of my fees at each section, I do offer a system of monthly payments for the cases, with whatever balance is due to be paid at the time of visa decision. Most cases take 6 months or more. For example, marriage cases have a 2-year processing period by law. So in most cases there's plenty of time to pay my fees during the processing of the case. Contact me now about your immigration queries. Most of the work that is done at my dome house in Balan, which is just an hour train ride from Melbourne. Soon I'll be at Maryborough, which is about 70 or 80 miles away. This 1904 house. I do travel to Melbourne and can meet people there. Immigration cases now are nearly all done online, so I'm able to handle cases from anywhere in the world. So generally we have a meeting and start putting together the case, and then I can work on some of it back at my house, and we scan in lots of the documents, and then we proceed over the next few days to get the case done. I look forward to working with you on your case, so please contact me on 0425 717 250 and at anthonyclarke@me.com. Thank you.